Celeb Secrets is hanging out with Nadia Mejia today, and we're going to talk about this clothing edit that you have with Hypeach because I am wearing it right now. I absolutely love it. So maybe just take us through it. What made you want to start this clothing edit?
Yeah, so I think for me, I mean, I've been a model for 10 years and I've never actually been on the creative end of like collaborating with a brand and choosing an edit. And I was hired for Hypeach just as like an e-commerce model to shoot like a lookbook. And when I was working with them, it was like just a small business owned by this powerhouse woman named Marlo. She is like a doll. And I just felt so warm there, like such a family vibe. And the clothing was great. Like every outfit I shot, I was just like, I love this. I love this. And the quality, like with fast fashion, quality can be kind of crappy.
Yeah.
No, like the quality, I mean, you can feel it. The quality of the clothing is amazing. I'm wearing like a 2-piece set right now that's just like, could be indoors, outdoors. And I don't know, there was just something special about that brand. So when they asked me if I wanted to do an edit, I was like, I have to. Like, I've actually never felt drawn to work with a company, but just their team in general and the clothing in general, I was like, I'm in, count me in.
Totally. And I know it's really cool because they have Global Girl Media and they give back to, you know, girls like me that are in journalism and want to be in digital media. So what was that whole aspect like for you?
I mean, I'm a former pageant girl. You got to understand that like that's in me. Anything with a charitable cause and good meaning, especially involving women, like to help them in their entertainment careers, like I'm living and breathing it. So to be a part of a brand that's just like fashion that looks great on the outside but has a good heart behind it, I was all about it. And this, you know, for me, my platform is body positivity, instilling confidence in young women. And I just think that that's a great foundation, you know, with Global Girl Media. So I was very, very happy to be a part of that.
How did you choose each piece?
So I did the day to night edit because I just felt like I wanted to take, you know, everyone through a journey of what I do in the day. There's a lot of activewear. I'm very, very active. I just got back from boxing. So there's some really good activewear pieces that I absolutely loved because I'm also like top heavy, and to find like activewear that gives you that proper support, like Hypeach's collection really did that for me, which was really great. It takes you through obviously the quarantine vibes. Like you can be in a Zoom meeting, and in my collection, you know, nowadays I feel like the trend is the girls are looking really cute up top because that's how they work, but they're wearing sweatpants in the bottom. So that's why I was like, oh, this is perfect. So I put a few sweats in there, but up top you can wear one of my blazers, a little crop top, and still look fully put together. And then just nighttime looks, something a little sexy, something to keep the spark alive with your man. I mean, just the journey of life with Nadia through my clothing.
I love it. And, you know, I could relate as well because right when I put on this top, I was like, oh, I don't look like anything's coming out, or it looks like I could even show you, it doesn't look like I have a big top, you know?
No, and it's just support. It's where that crop top is amazing because it's like quality support for every body size. If you're flat chested, you could still rock that. But then if you're top heavy as well, you're like, wow, I'm not sagging.
Yeah, no, they're up. There's no sagging here.
Yeah, they're cute. This was a really cool way for me to be creative and go, okay, so what do I like? If I were to look at a collection, if I were to look at these influencers, like I love like a Hailey Bieber. I love her cozy, oversized vibe. I love an Emrata, something a little sexy with a good crop. Like those are people I look up to and I go, wow, like those are great style trends. So I want to incorporate that in my collection, but as well, just like giving you the comfy stuff where you don't have to be so try hard, you know? But I really enjoyed the process. But like I said, I'm still so new to it. It's not like I had this crazy fashion background, but I tried them all on. I modeled every single piece. So I knew what felt right to me. And I went, okay, this is something I would wear on a day-to-day that I'd want someone else to like try on because it just felt so good. It fits so well. And their denim is my favorite because I'm 5'11", and to find denim that like is long enough and fits correctly. They have a pair of jeans that it's almost like the button overlaps and it gives a really cool, like small waisted vibe. I'm all about it.
So now maybe do you have a favorite item that, I know you mentioned that you like the jeans.
You're wearing it.
Oh, I am.
That crop top and that jacket, I was going to wear exactly what you were wearing. And it was in like a weird, like Freaky Friday, like, oh shoot, like we're twinning.
It's so cool though if we were matching.
Now I'm mad that I didn't do it, but you're actually wearing it. That corduroy jacket is so cute because it can be cropped or you can buy it a few sizes bigger and it be oversized. in that crop, you know, I'm a model. I go to castings all the time. You have to show your body in form-fitting things, and it's a staple. I love a good basic.
Totally. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be wearing this a lot.
Yeah. Well, me too. I'm just upset that we didn't twin.
But what was that like, shooting the campaign? Because I did see some of the images, you go on the website and you do see yourself modeling the clothes. That had to be like a full circle moment for you.
Oh, it was, because I've seen, like I said, I've been in this for 10 years. I've seen myself on websites, but to see like a Nadia times Hypeach moment for myself was like, oh, this is like big stuff, just because it was outside of my comfort zone. If there's anything to try anything, it's 2020, 2021. So I was like, let's do this. And the whole journey was fun. They did a little COVID launch party for me where it was literally like 5 of us in masks, but like I had a little glass of champagne, and it was just like I said, why I partnered with them. It was such a family vibe. They make you feel so good, and you know that the love they give to me, they're putting into their clothing. And that's why I was so down to work with them.
Thinking about if you were to do another edit, what line would it be like? Would you still go in that day to night, or would you do maybe more evening or more dress up?
I think I'd change it up a bit, just because the day to night's great. I mean, I'm all about their activewear. That's really, that's just something in my day-to-day where I live in my yoga pants. I love a good power walk. I think I'd want to do like a very cool active edit where we could just like shoot cool content and videos and see me more in like my comfort zone. Or, I can go full-blown pageant girl and we can do like some glammy, nighttime looks. But I think I'll obviously wait off on that because I can't go anywhere. I'm in California. Ain't nobody dressing up to go cute right now. So that's why this collection is great, because I can stay at home and it actually makes sense in my wardrobe.
We are Celeb Secrets. I have to ask you, is there a secret maybe about making the edit that we wouldn't know just by wearing it or seeing it online?
The honest secret was my selects and my choosing of what I did for the site was just by wearing it and feeling the quality of clothing and seeing myself in it, because it would be easy for me to just go, I like that, I don't like that, if I didn't actually wear and live and breathe the clothes. But because I was like so selective with it, I just remembered each piece that I was going into. I go, I remember loving the way that felt. I like took a few BTS shots of me like my normal shoot day before I even decided to do the collab, because I enjoy the piece so much. So I think it was just a very personal experience for me, just to go from like mannequin to bringing it to life and feeling a certain way in the clothes.
You did talk a lot about how you were in pageants and you were Miss California USA in 2016. What maybe is one lesson that you've learned from these pageants that you're using every day? I know, we're talking a lot about how you're accepting yourself for who you are, but is there really one takeaway that you've had from competing in pageants?
Pageants did such an amazing number for myself, mentally, physically. I think one takeaway I did is we live in a society where I feel like women, a lot of the times it's easy to say women support women, but there's that underlying of we're competing against each other. There's that competitive nature that we all have, that comparison nature. And being in pageants, I was surrounded, like at Miss USA, I was with 51 beautiful, smart girls, a woman in the US Army, a lawyer, a teacher, and you were there, and there was not one moment actually of comparing. You were just so proud to be standing amongst such an amazing caliber of women, and you were proud to be a woman supporting women. That was, I think, a moment for me where I went, why am I ever comparing myself like to other people when they're standing there? They want the same thing. They have the same dreams. They have the same goals. They may have bigger degrees. They may be taller or skinnier or more fit than I am, but we all just have this same passion and goal. And at the end of the day, it was just uniting as women to go like, we're all amazing and awesome and capable and support one another. And I think we need to just apply that to our daily life and society of just going, stop comparing yourself. Stop trying to be something that you're not. But actually just embrace who you are. Embrace your friend that's not a competitor. You're not competing against another. Your biggest competitor is yourself. Be a better you. Stop trying to be someone else.
And I know aside from all this, you're working on music too.
I'm in a tough position right now because I haven't gone public with it, and we're going public within the next month. So with the next month, you can assume some really great things are happening in that world for me. But I decided to go that way because I grew up with a very musical family. My dad was like a one-hit wonder in the 90s, Rico Suave. And I think just growing up in music, I grew up in the church. I sang worship. I always loved it. It was like my way of like finding peace and using my voice for a greater good other than myself. I think my industry is so vain, where it's just constantly about the way that I look, and no one really strives to dig deeper with me. And music was the complete opposite. It was the way that I felt something. I was able to use my voice and share positive messages. So I think I finally like realized I had such a passion for it, just because I mean, I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer, but I'm losing passion for modeling. I'm 25 now. I'm so sick of like having to stay in a perfect little measurement and try to amount to something, you know, that's an unrealistic body standard for women. I want to be more than that. So music's going to be a great transition for me, and I'm going to be able to incorporate, you know, I am half Ecuadorian. It's a little bilingual moment. That's the only thing I can share, but like think of Despacito, but like women.